Good morning. Hey, Brock.
Morning.
Let's try not to get stuck today.
Yeah.
Either one of us. We're at the field, 8 o'clock. Let's go. Hi, we got mud inside the tires. Yeah, we had her buried pretty good there for a while last night. I guess it's okay. Well, that is a big chunk to have done and out of the way, and I'm glad to be done with it. Hello there, pull tractor. So we're jumping right across the road to that field. There's, I think, 36 in it. And hopefully we can get it done here this morning before 1. It starts raining. It's already misting a little bit, but there's not really anything on the radar. Or 2, that guy's coming at 1 o'clock to do my NCGA corn growers entry plot. So the goal is to get this one done before we get there. So we're getting this field opened up. This one's going to be a fun one. This is one of our more challenging fields and highly variable. It's got some of those same sticky yellow clays that we got stuck on across the road over there, but the front third of this field is a big muck pocket. It's one of those spots that we spray manganese when it's beans, and it's not fun to farm. It does usually raise pretty darn good corn and ragweed, but that's beside the point. So we'll see how it is with it being a little wet, if we can get through it okay or not. I don't know. We're start on this end, get back into the back end rows and open it up, and then the muck gets worse and worse and worse as you go across there. So you always start on a side so you got somewhere to bail out to. Don't go right through the middle of it. Cover crop field right next to us, that was wheat that we planted cover crops in. You can see there's a little thin on this end, but most of it looks pretty good. I think this was the last one we were planting and we were running out of seeds, so we kept dialing the rate back, just trying to get over it. I'm starting to feel like this field is a bad idea. It's wet. We're sliding across a lot of it. I'm struggling with the combine. Brock's struggling with the cart. I don't know. We might not have to be. We might not be able to do this one yet. I don't know. It's wet. I can't drive straight. This is not gonna work. We're gonna bail on this field. We're gonna be lucky to make it back to the end here. No good. So we're gonna just get unloaded here so I can make it back up to the front of the field, and Brock's gonna drive around. We'll get it emptied, but we're not gonna do this. I'm not gonna fight it the whole way across the field. I'm knocking corn down because I can't keep the snouts in the rows. We're sliding back and forth. I'm steering with the brakes. Not good. Not good at all. This one's gonna have to wait until it either dries or freezes, which is not good at all, or fun or anything. So we're gonna pull out of here. We're gonna head back to the farm and fuel up because we need fuel. And then we've got that field on the corner down the road from us that we might be able to work off of that one for a while. I don't know, we'll see. It's a wet farm too, but maybe it's drier than this one. I don't know. Right through the middle of it. Just went right through the middle of it. And I don't know if he's gonna make it. I mean, I guess he didn't have anywhere better to go. But I don't know if that was the line I would have taken. He made it. We're gonna get fuel here. See this? We're gonna break stuff. Putting snouts in mud, that's how you bend them up. Not worth it. Especially when we're missing corn, not worth it. So we're gonna try something different. Okay, we are fueled up. That gauge is still going up, I think, but it's done. Yep, all right. We're gonna head to another field. Put a couple jugs of DEF into. That was what I was really worried about running out of. We're gonna go right up here to the corner. We've got a field there that we can park trucks on, a dirt road on the far side of it for at least a little while. It is too fast. It is a 128-acre field, but I mean, obviously we're not gonna get it all done today, and we can't do it. We can't pull it all out through the side with the road anyway, so part of it we may have to leave for now. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm running out of places to go, but Okay, well, let's go here. So preliminary indications are that this field is a little firmer. I'm not going to say drier, but firmer than the one we were just in and the one we were in yesterday. This field has a lot going on here. So first of all, it was cover crops last year. That oats and radish blend that we planted, this is one of those fields, and it was planted right into in the spring. We did not do any spring tillage, which is probably why the ground conditions are a little better here. Two, this is the field that we used that demo planter in. Remember, there was a day I got to use a 24 row exact emerge planter for about 50 acres, 55, something like that, and that was this field and where we are combining now. So we have lots of end rows on this field is what I'm telling you. Number three, we've got several different strip trials with some foliar feeds out here. They start on the other side of these poles, and then we've got a strip of one thing and then a strip without, and then a fairly big area with a different product on it. So we'll see if anything shows up from that. We also did spray tassel fungicide out here, so we've got that to compare with. So right here, pretty good corn, running a little over 200 right in this spot. So we'll see. It should be good corn out here. It should be. Finally got away from those electric poles, and we're getting this field opened up. We are 16 acres into it. It's good corn. It's not great corn. I thought that we might be a little bit better out here than what it's gonna be, but that's okay. We'll see as we work across. This is not a great farm. It's wet. We are better ground conditions here than what we were in this morning and yesterday, but there's still a big ridge or slope on the far side of this field that's really wet that I'm spinning through, and it's not great. It's not ideal. We're gonna struggle a little bit here, so we're gonna work on this. Let's see, it's 11:42 for about another hour, and then around 1 o'clock we're gonna pull out of here and go do that little bit that's back behind the home farm there. That's my NCGA corn growers plot entry, high yield contest, and I don't know, we'll see how it does. I'm hoping we break 250 on it, but we will see. Corn's getting better because my grain tank gets fuller every time. That time the actual full light went off. This round we're at a 217 average. Field's up to 195. This is pretty dang good corn. We'll take that. So it is 1:45. I think we're gonna probably pull out of here and go do our corn plot stuff. We pulled out of that other field there, and we're going to get started in here. The superintendent or the supervisor, or whatever you want to call it, for this contest is on his way. He said he'd be here closer to 1:30, but that's okay. We can open stuff up a little bit more. We got to run a pass or two off of this side and these ends of here and stuff. I'll explain the contest and how that works and stuff here in a little bit. I just want to get going. There's not very much left out here. But that's why this corn is still standing, is because it's part of this corn growers contest. We actually did most of this field a long time ago, and we even started it, I think, way back in September with the old combine. So this is the third time we've been in this field. Finally gonna finish it today. And this is why it's in the yield contest. Yeah, it's good corn. I had to come up to the office to print some documentation out. So there's a checklist for the supervisor, which I don't know if he'll have it or not, but I printed it out so he's got it. That basically just make sure that we do everything right. You know, taking the end rows off and harvesting the correct number of rows, and that he can see the equipment at all times, and we're not dumping buckets of corn in, and that everything is empty when we start. That kind of stuff. Which it is, and we will, and we'll do it right. And then the second page is the calculations worksheet. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to harvest a acre and a quarter minimum. So we'll just use the monitor on the combine until it says something like 1.3. You don't want to harvest a lot more than that, because unless it's better corn than the average, it's just going to bring your average down. So usually you want to find the best acre and a quarter that you can find, and then that's it. So yeah, we have to record the length of the rows that we harvest, so we'll have to wheel that off. we have to then put that corn into a truck, directly into the truck, not through the grain cart. We're gonna take it to the elevator and sell it. We're not gonna dry it. We're gonna have them weigh it, take a moisture sample out of it, and they'll give us the information that we need to be able to calculate out the yield with the area that we harvested. We can make another couple rounds while we're waiting for him to get here. We have to have a minimum of 10 acres in the plot. We've got well more than that. And like I said, we only have to harvest 1.25 acres, but we have to have more than that, and we have to skip rows. So like if one pass is not 1.25 acres, we have to skip 24 rows and then make another pass for as far as we need to go, because if, and this is a huge if, but if this corn happened to average in our first test over 325 bushels to the acre, it won't, but if it did, we would have to come back and do a second check with another supervisor just to make sure and to verify everything. So you have to have some rows left in order to do that. So that's why we have so much left here, but we can do a couple rounds here while we're waiting for him to get here, and it should be fine. This field is better that way than over here, which is why we're taking them off of this side, because we want our contest entry to be from over there. Obviously, we're trying to find the absolute best stuff that we can find. Anytime that we were spraying anything on our corn this year designed to make it better, I made this passes through this field. So this field got basically every foliar feed product that we bought and used on any of it. It got put on here. It got an early fungicide, it got a late fungicide, it got high rates of nitrogen. We poured it to this, trying to push for the best possible corn that we can raise. Now it's dry land, it's not irrigated, so that puts us in a different category than we were last year. But we are in Michigan with this one, so we'll see. It's good corn. It's probably not NCGA contest winning corn, but it might be top 10 in the state. I don't know, we'll see. We are harvesting our entry. So we need a minimum of 1.25 acres. When I started here, we had 30.61. So we'll see how many passes it takes to get to, what would it be? 32 basically. So we'll do 1.3, get a little extra just to be sure. It's good, it's good. It's very good. It's very good. Okay. We have shelled off 3 passes. I think it is about 1.4, 1.35 to 1.4 acres. The supervisor there, he's got to walk it with a measuring wheel, and he's going to measure from one end to the other for all those passes and write down the feet in each one so we can do our calculations from there. I've got the corn in the front hopper of the semi, and you can see it peaked up there. That's a good sign. So when he gets back, we're going to take that to the elevator and get it weighed, sampled, and sell it. Okay, we took our sample into the elevator, and we're coming back. We're gonna finish shelling this off here. If you're over 325 bushels per acre, I think they have to come out and have somebody else check it and do it again. I didn't break 325, so we can harvest the rest of it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. We got a little math to do yet, but it was good corn. It was very good corn. I think it was better than my last year's entry, and last year's was irrigated. Okay, well, it's sort of misting a little bit. We're gonna try and get this, well, we are gonna get this field finished up here real quick. We're going through it pretty quickly here. There's not a lot left, but we'll get it done. I've been informed that I can tell you, or at least we think I can tell you, what that results was of that corn growers entry. I got it submitted, we got the paperwork done, everything is signed and done, and the results are what the results are. We grew some dang good corn. That corn growers entry went 285. 285. Scaled, measured, verified, 285 bushels to the acre. That makes me feel really, really good. So I don't know if that's good enough to win. We're in the dry land, conventional till, dry land, non-irrigated in Michigan, and that's a tough category. There's a lot of entries and a lot of people in that one. There's some really good dirt across the state of Michigan, but I'm as far south as it gets, and this is some pretty good dirt. We did very, very well. Well, this is a good one to get out of the way. It was worth the wait and getting that corn growers entry out of here, but I am tired of looking at this corn back here behind our farm like, why haven't they finished that field that they started 2 months ago? It's done now. So, still not raining. I think we'll probably end up going back to the field we were in earlier this morning, early afternoon, and keep working as long as we can. Although Brock's got to go in like 15 minutes. So that might be a problem. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do here. This smile's going to be a little permanent for a few days with that corn growers entry. Man, that makes me happy. We're going to go get stuff moved back up to the farmyard here. And then since Brock's got to go, it's just Phil and I. And we don't have anywhere left that we can get trucks out of and we can make rounds and just park the cart and he can run trucks. So what we're going to do is get the truck unloaded, both trucks. And then him and I will move a couple of trucks up to the corner to that field that we were in, and then take the combine and grain cart. We'll fill up 2 trucks and the grain cart, and then we will come back and empty them, and we'll just have to shut stuff off. Kind of like that day that I was working by myself down to Berkey, but we'll do what you can do. Keep getting something done, and it might start raining at some point here. I kind of thought it would be by now. Somebody's calling. Thanks for your help today, Brock.
You're welcome.
I didn't give you a camera, so no Brock cam today. Nope. Sorry, YouTube. They enjoyed it though.
Did they?
I think. Apparently, I'm still mean to you, but what are you gonna do?
Yelling, I don't know.
You know, it would help if you didn't say that I was yelling at you when I'm just giving you instructions, like get away from the fence row.
He's not yelling.
Those are instructions. That's
I had to say that on camera because I knew he was going to put it in the video.
You want some other constructive criticism?
Sure.
3-minute clips are way too long.
I thought about that.
That was like, I saw that when I started editing last night, and I'm like, Brock, I wanted 2 minutes of footage total. He gave me 15 minutes, and it was all in 3-minute clips, and he's talking the whole time. Like, how am I supposed to edit this stuff out? So that's why the video got so long. You guys can blame him.
My fault. It's all right.
It was good. All right, we'll see you sometime.
Yep.
I got to go walk back and get a semi. We are back in this field that we started earlier. Sorry, trying to hold the rows as we slide all over the place. Do a little foot steering. We have individual brakes on most of our ag equipment, so we can kind of use them to steer a little bit. If I hit just one brake instead of both of them, like here where I'm getting off the rows, I'll just tap on that one brake, and it helps pull me back over, helping the auto steer out a little bit. Anyway, I don't think we're going to be out here very long for one of 2 reasons. A, and most likely it's going to start misting and raining enough that we're going to say, all right, we're done. Or 2, Phil's running the cart for me, and he's going to be like, oh, heck no, I ain't doing this. Not in these ground conditions, because he won't like spinning tires all over the place. Well, this field seems decidedly wetter than it was 3 hours ago when we were here. That or it's getting worse, I don't know, but there are wet spots all over it, and this is not going to last very long here, I can just about assure you. I don't like sliding sideways with a corn head on a combine. It's not fun. Oh, buddy. We're going to fill these trucks. We might fill these trucks, and then I think we're done. I don't think we're going to come back. I'm sliding. He's cutting ruts. See that behind the cart on the other side there? That is not good. I was wrong. I'm calling it. We're done. I'm not going to play in this kind of mud. It got worse there. It's getting wetter as we get to the east towards the woods, and yeah, it's just not worth getting stuck again. So with it misting and being sort of damp as it is, we're going to call it for tonight. We'll have to wait for things to firm up a little bit more. We don't really have anywhere other options on where to go, so I'm going to run the combine home, put it in the shop, so it's out of the rain. Cameras and a folding auger make backing this into the shop a whole lot easier. Kind of looks like I need to clean the lens off a little bit, but that's okay. No big deal. I can see. All right, well, we got the combine put in the shop there, and we're getting the rest of our equipment moved home. We got the 2 trucks. Decided we should get the pulling tractor here. We're not going to need it here for a few days at least. So we'll take this home, get some stuff put away, put it in the barn for the night. All right, guys, I am heading home. It's, what time is it, 6 o'clock-ish? Something like that. And we didn't have the most productive day we've ever had, but we did somewhere between 50 and 55 acres today. So that's not a bad day for quitting at 5 o'clock or whatever time it was. Getting kind of misted out, rained out, just too wet. Honestly, even if it doesn't rain tonight, I don't know that we have anywhere that we can harvest right now because the fields are just too wet and we're going to have to let them firm up, freeze up, something. So I've got some seed business stuff to take care of tomorrow, but I might be around enough to do something, make a video. I don't know. If Dad happens to get done tonight with the ripper, we'll go get that. If he doesn't get done with the ripper tonight, we'll see if maybe we can chisel tomorrow. Or if it doesn't rain at Berkey, maybe we'll hook the disc up and go down and disc some corn stalks or something. I don't know. We'll find something to do. So thanks for watching today. 285 bushel corn. That's so good. That's so good. Have a great night, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe buttons for me, please. And we'll see you again probably tomorrow, most likely. I was adding up how much we've got left to harvest. So we know we've got our 70 acres of double crops left. There are 289 acres of corn remaining. The end is in sight. We're in the home stretch. We just got to be able to get to it. See you, everybody.